¿Quién va a empezar?
Let's go. Okay. Okay, guys.
My name is Scarlett.
My name is Layla.
My name is Sam.
And today we're gonna be saying scary stories. And Sam is gonna start. Two stories. Okay. It was a dark and stormy night. Once upon a time, there was a kid called Cal, and he walked. Right? And he walks down the street.
Espera, Rico.
Oh.
Rico.
And he walked down a street, and then a werewolf ran out of the forest and bit his leg off. And then when he went to bed that one night, his mom said tomorrow they'll get a prosthetic leg. Next day, he got a prosthetic leg. But then the next night it turned into a full moon. And the next night it turned into a full moon. And then he turned into a big fat werewolf. And he jumped across the town out of his window. And he ate his neighbor. The end. Okay, and then I'll tell my story, one of my stories, and then you start another one. Okay. Once upon a time, there was this one in my grandma's house. There used to be a washing machine that I used to, like, upstairs would drag itself, and nobody would be up there. And then when my auntie came, she went downstairs to brush her teeth. And he was brushing her teeth, and when she looked up, she saw a girl that was 15 or like 17, and then my auntie fainted, and my grandma helped her, and then after that, my auntie told my grandma that there was this girl in the mirror that she died on the road. Somebody killed her with the car. And then they were telling her that the bells in front of my grandma's house that to unbury the bells from the house of my grandma. And then they digged a hole in the front of the house of the neighbor, and there was bells, and they took them to the church, and then nothing ever happened ever again.
Once upon a time, I was in my basement with my brother and his friend. We were playing around, and then I looked down my stairs, and I saw like an old lady dressed as like the olden days.
Like that?
And I started screaming. Because like I saw like white, gray and stuff. And like I was scared, and I was like,
no, duh, that's what you do when you see an old lady in your basement.
And I was actually really scared. So then my mom came. My brother's friend came. My brother's brother came to pick me up because I was scared. And then I just never went downstairs again because my brother scared me because he acted like he was dead. That's it. And it is a true story though.
Oh, it is? Okay. And you actually saw an old lady in your basement? Mm-hmm. Okay, so this one's a true story. So once upon a time, I was trying to sleep in my bed, but my dad was keeping the room too cold. And then I went out of my room to go to the bathroom, and I saw inside the bathroom, I saw a lady who was on her whole leg, doing like the crab walk, and she had black hair stroking down her eyes, and I screamed at the top of my lungs, And then when I ran to go tell my mom, it started chasing me. But then I went into my mom's room and go to check and it was gone. But when we went back to my room, I saw something standing in the corner, and then it just disappeared.
This is also a true story. My grandpa and my grandma and my sisters, they started with our house. They lived in the house for like 8 days. And when a lot of, like, there was this room that had a bunch of, like, bad spirits that had, that had the candles, like had a,
Calma.
that had like a spirit circle, like
I don't like where that's going.
like a spirit circle, like the triangle ones you guys know. And then they stayed there for a couple of days. And my grandma, she started seeing like black figures following her. And then we had this little dog that everybody had. And that the dog would be like pushed to like down the stairs like a bunch of times. And then the dog would be barking at random stuff, and there wasn't even anybody doing noises or anything. It would just be barking. Then one of my sisters, one of my mom's sisters had a party at that house. Like random stuff started happening to the guests, like water going around and like stuff, or like random stuff. Also, and then also there was just like weird spirits in the house that would bother my grandma. Like she would see the black spirits right behind her. She would see like the black figures. Yeah. And then
Oh, your turn.
once upon a time, my mom was at home with my brother. This is a true story. I was coming home from dance or something, and my dog started like barking upstairs, and my mom and Princess was shaking. So
Pikachu does that all the time.
no, and my mom hugged Princess. Like they heard something. My mom was playing with her hand like this, and then when she put it down, my dog started licking her hand from happiness. And like I got home and I was like, "What is happening?" And my mom was like, "Something weird happened," and Princess was acting very weird. And I was like, "Okay, let me comfort Princess," and like that, and I was like, "When did this happen?" And she was like, "Right before you came, it stopped." Cause like my dog was barking upstairs, and like her ears were up, and I was like, "Are you telling me the truth?" And she was like, "Yes," and that's it. And it was a true story.
And I have to ask for something for that. That sounds really bad because Princess is a down here dog. So. Okay.
I think she put her ears up, but I don't remember. It was like her ear when when they hear something, their ear goes like that, and then
Like this.
And I have one more story. I went to a graveyard. At night. I know it was a bad idea. I went to a graveyard. I went to a graveyard, at night, and then we stayed there for like 10 minutes, and then there was like these. I forgot what they were. They were like kind of walk, And then I would see like a little black face like swinging out, and then there would be a face like sticking out, but it didn't have any face. It just didn't even have it didn't even have a face. It was just randomly happening. I just saw a black figure. It didn't, and every time I told them that, she didn't see anything. And at that time I was like 10. And there wasn't like, she didn't see anything. And I was like telling her, there's something right there behind that little wall. But it was like every time I told my mom to look, it would like hide behind the wall again. And when I looked over there, I didn't see any face. I just saw a random figure looking straight at me. And it was just scary.
I'm gonna have one more true story, but
All these were true, by the way, that I told you.
yeah, the only one that wasn't true was the cat story. Okay, so the cow where he turned into a okay, so whatever. So once upon a time, I was in my basement, like in my old house. Like I was at like 4.5 at this time when I lived in my old house. Just spoiler alert, I had like 4 houses in my whole life, so I was sitting in my basement because I had a TV down there, and I was watching something while I was eating my chips, those, and I kind of choked on one of my chips. I was eating them. I was eating a tiny chunk. I got jump scared from the movie, and I was choking on one. And then when I was looking, I looked inside the bathroom, and there was just kind of like Scarlet's story. There was an old woman there, just staring at me, smiling with like sharp teeth, and she was just looking down my head. And she scared me so bad that I spat out the Dorito. I ran into the bathroom, but then because I was looking down when I was running, because it was scaring me, and I looked inside the bathroom, it was gone. And like 2 months later, I was looking inside my room, and it was just standing there, just floating right there. So that's the
Okay. I know we said we were doing at least 2 stories. So I have a different story. Can I add something to my story I last said? Yeah. Well, you know the one that I told you about, like the woman downstairs? Her smile's like this big, and I was really scared. Black eyes, and by the way, this is when I was 4 years old. And I'm gonna let Layla tell the story, and then I'll tell my story. Okay. So this is all of my stories that I was telling. They're all true. So there was also this thing was recent. It was so it was already nighttime. It was like, who knows, 10 p.m. or 11 or 12. So I had like those eye masks that you sleep in, and I put those on my lecture on, and then I start hearing, since I have carpet in my room, I start hearing like feet dragging. I start hearing feet dragging in my room. And then I took off my mask. I was like, oh, I was probably my mom. I'm probably hallucinating.
We have a guest. Gonna say.
And then, okay, we have a guest. And I think he's gonna come and explain it. Wait, you know what? Wait, change your thing so he can go over here too. Yeah. No.
Go ahead.
Bring the chair over here. Are you okay? Yeah. Yeah, under the. I found it down there. Okay, let me tell the end of my story. So I started hearing the feet dragging, and I was like, it's fun. It was probably like something, I don't know. And then again, I put my mask back on, and then I heard even harder like dragging on the floor more and more. And then since my lights were all off, I couldn't see anything. And I was like, it was probably one of my brothers, but it was really like dragging their feet around my room. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Was it kind of like this? Yes.
So
Yeah. I like that. That was the first time.
basically, when I was around 12, 24, I was called Vega, 16, I'm a junior in high school. Basically, what happened was I was 12 at the time, and it was around, Cinco de Mayo.
Oh,
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo. So basically, what happened was my parents, they were like up to 12, and I had to sleep over at school night. So they told me to go to sleep, and I wanted to look at the big one, how it turned out. And basically, what happened was, I woke up to go see the figure early. But down the hallway, they made it picture right there. So I had every frame, every picture of it, like family relative that passed away. But when I looked, I turned the corner, the ticker shot up, and there's like 7 pictures, right? Of family members that passed away. Basically, so I started to be scared, right? When I had a grandma, I was in a wheelchair. And I saw some lady that she was in a wheelchair, but they weren't actually like they were like people like that. They were just blue like guy like this. But they were like outline with a blue guy, and they had a like this. But they were like cloudy, they look cloudy.
is it kind of like a movie?
Nah, it was just scary. Like, look, they looked at me, and they were trying to say hi, but I ran in my room.
So, do you think that was one of your relatives?
I mean, there were 7 people, and there were 7 people on the table. Alright, so on my second one, I think when I was around 5 or 6, we lived at the old apartment, and my mom says that she said that I was saying like dog in Spanish, like perro, perro, perro. Yeah, basically, we didn't have a dog at the time. And she said that I saw like a figure as a dog, like when we was
So my mom told us a story. It's about him that my mom told us the story that when he was like 6 or 7.
It's 7.
So when he was like, no, he was like 2 months. When he could walk, and my mom was getting ready to go to the birthday. He started like taking my mom. She got my mom's hair and she started like taking my mom. And he was like, oh, Mom, and then my mom was into it, and there was nothing behind her. And he kept on like being, and it was in a specific room. They kept on saying, no, mom, bye. Like because he couldn't speak, like, couldn't speak like that on the other on that age. And he was just like bye, and stuff like that. And then my mom like tried to listen to him because he said that he was going to do it in it. And don't I didn't.
Everything is Mexico, basically. Una cosa de hermana que viene el espíritu para ver si está durmiendo.
Día de Muertos.
Día de los Muertos.
After him, I have one.
Día de Muertos.
A veces yo también me espíritu a verte y todo bien.
Yeah.
Semana Santa. Semana Santa de
Pero un día, a veces no hablan, entonces, pero no tienen, 1 week or 3 weeks, it's good. Like 6 chunks of good sleep, or if you're good for a week, you're a week like 3 a.m. Resident,
That's where this is the doors.
resident basketball stuff. And they ain't up there, ain't all night. And one time, I started hearing scratching. And I was like, what is this? And I started hearing like voices, like, you know what I'm talking
Kind
about?
of like,
I was just scared. It's just like, I heard a dog, but
you had a dog
I heard a dog.
and you don't have a dog,
I feel good. They were like baby dogs.
so they don't know how to bark.
They didn't know how to bark, but they, you know, what a thing.
It's like a little bark. Like, but this is what the puppies sound like. Like, this is what it probably sounds like.
No, I sound like a baby dog.
Oh.
Yeah, but we had 2 adult dogs.
So that was really
Yeah, and then you guys have like noise when you guys shower, like you hear like something in the background or something like people screaming. They were right
that is very short. So when I got in I will. What was that? Kind of like what? Was that for his story where we saw like a shadow? So at this point, I also didn't have a cat. I mean, I had 2 cats, but it was white, and then I had a white cat and a tabby cat. Tabby cat, those orange cats, you probably know them. And so a big. If you guys know those like cats that can go to be like 6 feet tall. Well, you guys do so we saw like a big cat jump from my couch onto the kitchen like island, and isn't it kind of loose cat? Yeah, that's what we called him Ginger. That was my orange tabby cat, and so like the big like 6 feet tall cat jumped from the couch to the island in my kitchen, and it started breaking almost like everything that was located in the kitchen. And when we went, we didn't have a big cat at this point too. And when we went, turned out a big, scary dog was scratching a cat in the alley. One of them in like the apartment. It was scratching those big cats. And this cat stabbed the dog and climbed and on top of our apartment, and then started breathing, and it yelled out. It was super big. And then when we tried to get it, when we put animal control to get it, it scratched its eye out. It was the end.
So I saw this in a movie. It's a real story, and it's from a movie. No, it's a different movie. I saw that a girl went to like somewhere. I just reminded me. A girl in the past. And I was watching the movie at the movie theater with my brothers, and it's the movie. So I forgot what it was called because it was in Spanish. The name was in Spanish. But the movie is in English, and there was this girl that came at like 12 a.m. to somewhere to like go with the people that work at a church, and something was wrong with her, and that's why she went there, and those people were like praying, and something weird happened to her.
I know it's not a
I knew she was gonna do that. You're gonna put something scary on your wish. Go on, Scarlett. That's it. I think that's the last one. But you want me to tell a real story? Like, this is fake because I saw it in a dream. I saw it in one of my dreams. And it was a scary dream. So, I was sleeping.
Stop.
My mom and dad were also sleeping, and then all of a sudden my mom heard me screaming, so she woke me up. Because in my dream, I felt like 8 witches were surrounding me.
8 witches? You're calling your mom a witch?
No, in my dream. It's a dream.
She's gonna whip you. She's gonna whip you.
No, it's not. My mom was not a witch.
Sometimes.
I was and so there's like 8 witches surrounding me on their like room or something, and they were like gonna put me in like a boiling thing, like green, something in green, and they were like, so they were wrapping me up with a rope around my neck, and I started screaming. And my mom woke me up, and I couldn't even sleep again because I woke up like 3 a.m. because I was really scared.
We should do a video reacting to scary videos.
And that's what happened. You can even ask my mom. You can even ask my mom. Mommy, is it true?
Yeah.
So
It's a true. Well, it's true that happened in one of my dreams.
What you mean?
how old were you? What is that?
I was like around like kindergarten, 5 or 6, and that's it.
After that, you cannot be in kindergarten if you're 5 or 6. You go to kindergarten when you're like 3 or 4.
No.
I did.
Yeah, for you, but in our school, I
No,
went
there's
to.
a pre-K.
That's pre-K. You start kindergarten when you're 5 or 6.
You don't even born yet.
Okay, anybody have any scary stories?
I have one more.
One more?
Okay, so so for the rest we're gonna say what we're being for Halloween.
No.
Stupid one.
So comment in the live what we should do for our next video.
I think we
Our
should
next
watch
podcast.
I think we should watch scary videos since it's still October. And yeah.
You
might be doing this next Saturday? No. Okay. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy your October and
Halloween.
saludos a mi abuelita. Abuelita, mi tía Julieta,
Kiara.
mi tía Kiara y a todos.
Juan, Eli Cárdenas, Victor Cárdenas, Junior, Melvin, and Pau. Thank you.
Bye. Have a good October.
Bye. Have a great Halloween.
Woo.
Have a nice Halloween and happy October.
Comment down below what you're gonna be for Halloween.
I don't know what I'm gonna be for Halloween yet. So
Bring your costumes next week.
Thanks for watching the podcast.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Be back next weekend.
Bye.
Bye.